guys, it's Razor Wheels 2, and today I decided to go to Nomad after the Evolution of Combat update, and let's see how easy it was, hard it was. And I went in there first without gear just to see what they were weak to, and he has no weakness, but he still hits in like the old system. I found that very interesting. I was in there with no gear, and he's only hitting 200s to 400s. And if you guys fought him in the old combat system, you'll know that pretty much tears. So I didn't understand, but I decided to go back in with gear and see how hardcore I could do it. And I went in with just very basic gear, didn't really know what I was doing, just using abilities, and with Soul Split, I was not taking any damage, and I was very surprised. So after dying, I decided to gear up in full gear with my full bandos, and you'll see my gear set up on the screen at the Chaotic Mall, which you can probably see is totally tearing Nomad, and decided to go pwn him without food. Yes, I said without food. This oh very weird, but he doesn't seem to want to kill you. He'll hit multiple zeros when you're at low health, and by the time your soul split heals you, then he'll start hurting you again. What else? So, people that are doing the quest, I suggest you, or even want to do the quest, I suggest you do it now before this update, or not update, but glitch is kind of patched, because Nomad is probably going to get stronger when I post this video out, or any other people post it on the forum saying, hey, you need to update Nomad to make him a bit stronger. So people doing the quest, just do it now, get the boss fight done with. Obviously take food, don't do the risks that I'm doing. I'm not risking any gear, but risk of low hit points. So keep your hit points up there. Use a summoning familiar. The thing that helped me the most was obviously the soul split. Without it, I would have died multiple times over. I totally suggest this. There's no overhead prayers needed. Though it looks like he's shooting magic, it doesn't actually show the magic hit marker. So it's not necessary to pray mage. Soul split works well, the best, because you don't have to use much food. And if you are coming in for the first time after doing the quest, bring a full familiar full of food, and then I found out a kayak or a steel titan works best, and that'll just destroy Nomad. Easy kill for you. So after this clip, I have a clip of some welfare gear. If you don't know what that means, it's what people used to use back in 2007, or yeah, the old days basically. You got fighter torso, dragon boots, rune plate legs. How many is that? And I got the whip. Now I don't have a dragon defender with it. It's the enhanced Excalibur because I wanted to make use of the dual wield, which is, believe me, totally awesome. As we come up here to the end of the first kill, I will start up the next clip with the welfare gear. And so I found out it was pretty darn easy, but I wanted a bigger challenge, so you gotta come in with that welfare gear. I didn't exactly pot before the fight, so don't really count that as eating food, because once again it is just potting up. I wanted to hit more, I wanted to do the damage faster. One thing I did learn was the bombs that are surrounding me right now, those mines can hit extremely hard, like 7,000s. I got insta-dropped on one of my fights going there. I just ran up and I misclicked and boom, I was dead instantly. I'm like, alright, something's weird. So make sure you don't step on those, and if you do walk through the south side, I think that's where the opening is. And it's only a 1 square opening, so be careful while you're there, and then continue attacking them. Am I missing anything? when I was doing this, there was a lot of close calls with, I think my lowest was 3 hit points left, and then Nomad decided to hit 4 zeros on me. Wow, I'm in welfare gear. You should be able to kill me. But he only seemed to hit me when I was above 100 hit points, and even then it would be right after I used the soul split to heal up. So let's see, we're around halfway kill here now, and I don't really want to put on some music this time. But another thing to note, as right there, I use the healing thing. I think it's called regenerate ability when you're not in combat. Try to use the defensive abilities to keep your adrenaline bar up high while he freezes you and uses the charge attack that takes 90% of your health out now. In the old combat system, you would have to eat above your normal hit points, so that requires using Cerdum and Bruise or Rocktail, and that would get you above your average hit points, and he would hit you for your normal life points. But now he only seems to hit you for about 90%, and so even if you're on 1,000 life points, you're only going to drop down to 100. And as you can see right there, I'm using the defensive abilities, trying to keep my adrenaline bar up. So when I do get to that 100 hit points, I can use my ultimate immediately and heal straight back up so I don't get KO'd. That's another good thing to do. But if you're doing the quest or just doing this for fun and want to use food, just eat up right there. It's honestly not that hard to do. And we are coming up towards the end of the video. I did try to do this with mage and range. I will be uploading those clips later, and the mage worked. I will give you that hint right now. But range I had some troubles with. It's a bit different on his weaknesses. It says he's not weak to anything, but it seems like he has a high defense for range and mage, and it didn't make sense to me. But as we come up to the end of the video, I'll be out with my new PK commentary here with a special weapon, and I'll see you guys later.